What's up guys, it's Eafc here, and today we're going to be showing you some easy team of the week investments that can make you a ton of coins on Eafc. But before we jump into that, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking to buy cheap, fast, and reliable coins, make sure to check out iggm.com using the link in the description and use the code CHIEF at checkout for a 5% discount. Now let's get right into this video. Alright boys, so diving into this video, team of the week investments are something that you can do basically all year round, and we've done it basically every year of Ultimate Team, and it's a super easy way to get coins because, as most of you know, team of the weeks are only in packs for 1 week from Wednesday to Wednesday, and then they don't get packed anymore. So essentially all the supply they get is for 1 week, and that's it. So most of these cards, if you pinpoint the right ones, will rise out of packs no matter what. So we can make some really easy coins on these. So let's go ahead and dive into this team of the week, how we pick which cards to invest in, and when they're going to rise. So first of all, when it comes to team of the weeks to invest in, first of all, obviously you can just use the eye test. What are cards that people are going to be using? You have cards like Cancelo here as a Barcelona Portuguese right back, super good links, nice card in game. You have cards like Saul, a La Liga midfielder that's really solid. You have cards like Son, obviously, at the high end. You have Talisca as a Brazilian Saudi League player. So first of all is the eye test. Do they link well? Do they have a good card, skill moves, weak foot, all that stuff? Now, another thing that goes really underrated is if you go to the player game performance here, and then what you can do is you can sort by squad here. So you go versions, squads, and then you can see here which players get used the most in game in terms of like how many games have people across all of Ultimate Team played with them. And what this shows you is which cards are the most popular and which are going to rise the most. So number one, you see Talisca here, which kind of checks out because a lot of people need those good Saudi League players. He's Brazilian here, and we see it with Conte as well. Good Saudi League, French. So these guys are doing pretty well here. And Talisca also has 4-star. He's pretty versatile with right wing, center forward, cam, and right mid positions. So I think he's a card that could do pretty well here. So that's kind of our two things, is the eye test and then how much people are using them. And just to show you how exactly that plays into it, if we go back to team of the week 1 here and see, which cards rose the most and which cards, were used the most. If we go team of the week 1 and sort by games, Doku and Lamptey, Doku by a ton, obviously, and then Lamptey, then Dybala, Mkhitaryan. So if we go look at like Doku's rise, for example, over the week, he went from 50K all the way to 75K. A 50% price increase on that card. Now is kind of chilling around like 70-ish K, 65 as you can see. Now if we go to Dybala here, who's been used less than a third of the time as Doku, he goes from 93 to about 130. So close to a 50% rise still, I guess, but you kind of get the idea. The more a card is used, and he's already come down 95 to 105 here. So the more a card is used, the more it's demanded, the higher the price is going to go on this card. So that's an important thing in picking your team of the weeks to invest in. So for us, we're going to try to stick to these guys that get used a lot. So in terms of cards in game we want to pay attention to, Talisca is probably my number 1, Conte probably my number 2, and we'll keep an eye on Matoma as well. I don't know that I love this card. So Talisca is a guy that I'm going to invest in. Now, how do we know when to buy these cards? Typically with team of the weeks, you're going to want to invest on Sunday and you can sell Tuesday, or they have some weird trends, which we'll dive into in a second. So if I go FIFA 23 team of the week 2 and look at what happened with team of the weeks last year, let's go ahead and pick like a useful card. Let's go Akanji here, I guess. If we look at Akanji and what he did, he drops nice and low Friday here because this is when full release was, and then he just gets a big rise here. So these team of the weeks, I think you could potentially pick up on bids Saturday after content. Right now it's Friday after content, and I think Taliska's at a good price, and wait on these. Now, in a normal week with Team of the Weeks, if we look at FIFA 23 Team of the Week 3, you're typically able to pick up on Sundays with these cards as well. So if we go ahead, let's say we go look at Ben Yedder's price here from Team of the Week 3 last year. You can see he goes nice and low on Sunday here at 100K, and then you kind of just get like a steady rise in this card. He goes from 100 to 110 here, so not like a crazy rise, but we can't really see the utility in which cards are getting used the most from that Team of the Week anymore. So that's just kind of something for you guys, is you're typically going to be picking up on that Sunday. And you can do Saturday late after content, earlier Sunday. It kind of varies, but you can go either way with it. And keep in mind that these cards usually do see a dip the Thursday right after they go out of packs. So if we were to go look, I don't know, like a kanji here, this Thursday, Friday, this range, they usually see a dip as well. So if you wanted to wait even longer to invest in Team of the Weeks, you could wait until the end of the week where they go out of packs and pick these cards up still. Essentially, you're just looking to pick up these high utility cards that people are using in their teams a ton, either that Sunday or wait another week, and these cards can rise more as well. So for me, this isn't like a phenomenal Team of the Week to do this with. I think I'm definitely going to pick up a Talisca. I think this card could easily go to 20K with what we have available in the Saudi League and people building their teams right now. So I think this is probably a solid card to invest in. And again, wow, 14K, it just seems so cheap for him, man. And you can probably get him closer to 12K either on bids or on a different day here. I'm a little later after content. Content was 3 hours ago. So pretty cheap there on that Taliska, but that's kind of like our overall look at Team of the Week investing. There's a lot of different ways you can go with it too. As most people know from like playing FIFAs later in the year, is fodder investing is sort of like a popular way to go with Team of the Week. Now, early on in the year, I don't suggest really going into fodder Team of the Weeks. Last year, it took us about, I think, like a month and a half, maybe until like December, for like the low rated fodder Team of the Weeks to even rise in price. And a lot of these are going to take even longer to rise, like these 80 rated cards, because if you haven't seen, basically every single Team of the Week this year is going to be 80 or higher, meaning there's a lot more of those low rated Team of the Weeks that people can put in SBCs, meaning each Team of the Week in that rating isn't going to rise as much. So that's something important to kind of hang on to as well. Now, when you do go into Team of the Weeks, something that worked really well last year, if you are going to be picking these up for, where's the cheapest buy rating page? Oh, it's in SBCs. Is if there's only like a few Team of the Weeks in a certain rating. So if you go here, there's only like a couple 85 rated Team of the Weeks, and 84 here, Taliska is significantly the cheapest. Trippier here as an 86 is like the only one, and he's very cheap. So picking up Team of the Weeks that are like the only one in their rating or something like that can do well when we get SBCs that require these. But again, fodder Team of the Week investing isn't the greatest at the beginning of the year because it takes so long to get SBCs that make them rise. Let's go look at like FIFA 23 Team of the Week 2 on Footbin and see how long it took for like a fodder card to rise, like Radecki here, an 85 rated Team of the Week. And you can see he's like 12K, and he doesn't hit like somewhere where you're making real profit, like 18K here, until November 19th. So you're looking at like a month and a half hold there to make 5K on this card. So not really worth it to go into those fodder type Team of the Weeks, especially these low rated ones like Castile here. He doesn't hit 15K until, again, a month and a half later. So I would personally stay away from those. A lot of people go into those early, it seems like every single year, and they're just stuck waiting on those cards. I think there's a lot better options to make coins in this game, and you should be looking elsewhere to invest. But guys, if you have other questions on Team of the Week investing, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.